I'm Pat Doris. Welcome to The Story. All the ways to communicate with us right there at the bottom of your screen. You can email us. The address is thestory@kgw.com. You can also use the hashtag TheStoryKGW on Twitter or leave us a good old-fashioned voicemail. Just call our phone number, 503-226-5090. We're going to start with a continued focus on outer southeast Portland tonight because things are frankly bad there. Not to worry, we do have lots of other interesting news tonight, but we are intent on keeping the pressure on Portland city leaders to fix things in the outer southeast by making sure that everybody knows what's happening there. Let's take a look. First, police arrested a 15-year-old boy and seized a gun after a shooting Friday night near Southeast 119th and Southeast Oak Street. A 15-year-old. Police say a car was shot up and a black SUV spotted driving away. Police with the FIT team later stopped the SUV, which was stolen. It had two people inside. They ran. They caught the 15-year-old who was booked on outstanding warrants. They're still looking for the other person. Also Friday night, East Precinct Police arrested a 22-year-old after a chase of a stolen car at Southeast 112th and Division. Police say when they made the arrest, they found 2 loaded handguns, 9 knives, and a hatchet. Also Friday night, just before 7 p.m., a man died when he was hit and killed by a car at 114th and Southeast Foster Road. The death happened here near an industrial park on Southeast Foster. I wanted to see the location for myself. It has sidewalks and some streetlights, but also a ton of traffic across 5 lanes and few safe places for someone to cross. I also happened to meet Brian Hale, said he was here Friday.
Just pulling in here, and I got here about 2 minutes after it happened, but he apparently walked out in the road right here and he got hit by one car and the person took off.
Police say the man who died was 41-year-old Cedar Markey Towler. The Oregonian newspaper reports he was a husband and a father to a 1.5-year-old. Brian Hale's not exactly sure what happened out here, but a violent death like that affects everyone.
Kind of bothers me. I looked in his eyes when he was laying there right before apparently he died.
Just awful for everyone involved. Mr. Markey Towler's death is the 13th traffic-related death so far this year in our city. The year is barely 8 weeks old. So more than one person per week has died because of a crash or a pedestrian hit and killed. You may not be able to tell, but the city actually does have something called Vision Zero, which is an effort to eliminate all traffic-related deaths in Portland. It's an admirable goal, but clearly out of reach at the moment. The city says it's working to improve lighting and sidewalks and pedestrian crossings. Good. But in my opinion, city leaders need an attitude change when it comes to these sorts of deaths. I asked the media spokesperson for Portland's Transportation Bureau if the director or the leaders, anybody in the Bureau went to the scene Friday night or later Saturday. They tried to pivot and did not answer the question, which means no. I think if you really care about reducing the number of traffic deaths, you should go to the scene. It's the same idea as demanding the mayor and police chief go to the scene of shooting deaths. It tells the public this is outrageous and not normal and will not be tolerated. A lack of presence just telegraphs the opposite. It's time to get past business as usual everywhere in this city, but especially in hard-hit Southeast Portland. That's my take. What do you think? Remember, we are a different sort of news show. We do want to hear your input. Please send an email to thestory@kgw.com or leave us an old-fashioned voicemail, 503-226-5090. Lots and lots of you did last week and over the weekend. Here's a couple we got recently from people who live in Southeast.
I hear gunshots every couple of days. Fortunately, it didn't happen directly to me, but yeah, it is scary.
I could sit on the couch at night and hear the gunshots up on Division, but my concern is I actually have scoped out places in my house where I know that if someone shot at my house, I would be safe, that it would not hit me.